Yeah.
We got our coffee. We got Toli Wow from St. Petersburg from Wildways. Thank you for taking the time. I know your day's probably almost over. It's 12. It's 12 p.m. over here in Pennsylvania, in the United States. So it's like what I think
It's
6 over
only
there for you.
it's only 8 p.m. in St. Petersburg. Actually, guys, I heard that you have your St. Petersburg City in the United States, right?
Yeah, yeah. Believe there's one somewhere. Yeah.
It's a big city, no?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually.
Okay, I just heard that. I just heard that.
I just started getting up on my geographic
Uh,
intelligence with the United States due to the elections, so I'm still learning over time. But I'm glad you're here, man. Thank you for taking the time. This is
Thank you for
awesome.
doing.
You it seems Wildways has been very very busy with the release of Anna, and that's pretty
Actually,
incredible.
not, man. I was dreaming about it, but not right now. We just have no shows, so we are not super busy.
The interviews and a lot of the press that you have been doing, it seems like you're busy, but yeah, nobody's really playing
Yeah.
shows. A lot of bands in the United
Already
States.
boring stuff.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. It's just kind of like a repetitive circle, and I'm listen, we're on the same boat. Like, I drum, I've toured for a while. I still drum, but I feel bad for a lot of my friends in the industry because it's just completely shut down. We have a lot of venues definitely closing down, or they're just
You
moving
play in a band?
locations. I'm sorry.
You play in a band?
Yeah, I play in a band called Poeta. We're from New Jersey, and we're signed to CI Records. Released an album back in 2017, which put us on Warped Tour for a little bit. So that was pretty cool. That was a good time.
How it
Um,
sounds like? What genre?
um, we have like 10 songs on the album, or 9 songs on the album. It is like an alternative ambient rock, like pop punk. Our vocalist kind of like has like a tenor vocal. He kind of sounds like Claudio Sanchez and Anthony
Mm.
Green and all that such. But enough about me. Everybody knows like what I do here. But yeah, congratulations on the album, and it's
Thanks.
fantastic. Um, and the recent video that you put out for "I Love You Already" is basically the epitome of what the concept you were going for the album with the music video.
The latest one?
Mm-hmm.
Today's one.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is the album about love. So like unsuccessful love, you know. So the video is about it. And yeah, do you know the title of this album? It's Anna. So this is not real women. It's just my perfect like my perfect girl I create in my own in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
So the all I'm 28
Same.
and
Yeah.
I'm still writing about love, and some people in Russia, some from the internet, leaving us commentaries like, "Hey guys, actually you're almost 30 and you still singing about love. You guys have no problems inside the Russia. Why you don't sing about like the government, like about the system? Why you're not writing about like social problems, you know?"
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm almost 30 and I want to still write about love, and I because I'm really sad about that.
Yeah,
So
it shows
good.
with passion throughout the music video in itself. It just that music video alone gives you the best idea with how the album was written around love in itself and finding that person.
Yeah.
hmm And it's you were saying in a couple of interviews that I was reading that you were having a hard time finding someone that was so specific, and then you kind
Yeah,
of realize
exactly.
it's not possible in a sense, which I totally understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you want to. We all have those expectations when you meet someone, and it's like, and like the little things might get to you, in a sense. I'm not sure, but
Sorry, what you said?
I know when you start meeting women in general, or someone that will be your significant other, it's sometimes you have such high expectations, and then
Mm,
you might get disappointed over
absolutely.
time. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. For me, this album it's like a kind of it's like a final word. You know, it's my final word. I just had a lot of experience during my whole life, and right now I can answer myself to all my questions. You know, but some well time ago I couldn't to say some, I couldn't know some things, and I'm just happy that I became bigger and grower and older to find solution of all these problems. So this is the album. It's like a final word about love, and probably somewhere in the future I will never sing about it, and I will write something more really important for all people all over the world. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something. I mean, there's a lot of music out there that when they listen to it, they
You know
can
the
relate.
you know the rules of 21st century. It's like I don't know. I'm not sure about United States, but in Russia, um, mm, my I forgot the word. Okay, the people in my with my ages,
Mm-hmm.
like becoming all the way longer than my parents. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because my parents and uh, from Soviet Union already have a house, family, and all other stuff, job already in 20,
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's like millennials, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So we are still the kids
Mm-hmm.
in 30,
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I just wanted to say like the last word of my youth love.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you can go back to
Yeah.
putting more focus on other things like, policies within Russia and stuff. And yeah, the millennials, we were dealt a bad hand. It's really hard to get a foundation and start a family in this time and day, especially when there's a global pandemic going on, dude. Um, that's really insane. How have you been holding up? What's it like in Russia with the global pandemic? Is your family okay? Like, how are they implementing rules and regulations to keep everybody safe from this?
What you mean exactly?
Are they closed? Are businesses still closed? Are
Um, how's the English word for like you are not you are not where you don't work anymore because you are 60.
retired?
Yeah, retired. My
Yes.
parents just retired already. So actually, my parents are really good with the COVID-19
Mm-hmm.
because they have vacations like till the end of their life.
Good. Yeah,
you know.
that's awesome.
So the COVID-19 is like a problem for us.
Yeah, especially with touring because I know that you guys recently
Oh man,
rescheduled.
touring. We had the huge plans for 2020
Mm-hmm.
because we already had a booked tour in China, our first tour in China, some festivals in Vietnam, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I I hope I'm sure. And we just had a blast summer, like a lot of like the biggest festivals in Russia, and it's all just ruined in a second. And actually, I hate this year because I don't know. It's like the same thing when you go to army.
Yep.
Because you're just spending a year for nothing.
Yep. Yeah. No, I feel you, and it's a shame too because no, but I mean, it's like from what I've read on your social media, they're not opening the borders for traveling for touring in general.
Uh,
So therefore, it's going to be non-existent.
your borders already opened? No?
So we still have the Canada border closed, I believe, and the Mexico border closed, I believe. And I know that a lot of foreign traveling from the East Hemisphere is not allowed to come in with the United States, except for there's a testing period. Because their people have businesses to, or their businesses working overseas and such for their jobs. So it's been a little difficult. But there's no touring, there's no shows. However, we do have some bands playing shows, and they flock to those events. And then the COVID-19 numbers, tremendously,
Crazy.
go up. Yeah. So we're just
Yeah,
we're
day by
just
day, man.
yeah, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. And
Actually,
yeah, but I'm glad because Wildways has toured Tokyo. It seems like a lot of Wildways touring was on the Eastern Hemisphere of the United States. Because I know for your debut album, you came over to record with Cameron Mitchell, who has worked with a lot of prominent bands. So, was touring in the U.S. an idea before COVID?
no, man. I hope somewhere in the future, because we just need amazing numbers of streams in the United States to make a tour there. I think this is the first reason, the main one.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do anything.
Yeah, we've had bands. I've had bands on here like Covet that they were talking about opportunities to go to, let's say, the UK or Europe, but it is about the numbers because you want the people to show, basically. Yeah, sometimes you can lose money. They were like worried that they would lose money on it, in a sense. So I don't think they decided to go. But yeah, so and in general, you have been working with Warner Music. That's the newest label that you guys have been. What was the idea to transition from Artery to Warner? Because I think Artery kind of went out of business.
I think Artery is not exist anymore. No?
Right. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore now. So that's a really good transition from a beginning record label with Wildways to
yeah, it's amazing, but it's anyway like this is not the global Warner, it's like it's Russian office of Warner, but that could be an amazing connections and all different ways to connect your music to foreign people. Yeah,
to get the music out there, because I've heard of Wildways. I've heard of you guys before. I've seen
really?
Sponsors. Yeah, I've seen a lot of sponsors from your social media when I follow bands like when I follow bands like Bring Me the Horizon or The Ghost Inside and all that such. You've played a lot of big shows with those bands that would come over. That's a huge supporting act for
we played 3 shows with Bring Me the Horizon, and probably that was my child dream, and from my youth dream, and it's completed. It's perfect, insane.
Yeah. Now they just got to bring you on tour.
I was never thinking when I was starting a band that I will play Bring Me the Horizon shows on the stadiums. It's huge.
Mm-hmm. There's a similarity with the music. It's not too far off. It's within the genre, but to support them in your hometown, and then also bring new fans out. I mean, that's got to be an incredible experience with thousands of people like watching you guys, rock out.
Yeah. The interesting thing when we was playing shows with Bring Me the Horizon, it was just second day after we came from United States, after we finished recording an album in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was really interesting experience because we just had a jet lag,
Mm-hmm.
And it was insane. We just finished our extremely hard flight from United States. Like was 4 flights. It's like from Nashville to New York to London, and from London to Moscow, and from Moscow to St. Petersburg. Is insane. And it's like was crazy days. Not too much sleep for sure. Mm-hmm. And we just had no rehearsals, and after that we just had insane jet lag for all members in the band, and we just need to play shows, probably the most important shows in your career. Mm-hmm. Was crazy interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool, especially because of the fact that there's still an opportunity out there to possibly go to the Western Hemisphere and maybe tour with Bring Me. I'm sure you guys chilled. And, I mean, that's a lot of traveling, too, for, 4 shows?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that is crazy. The only thing I've done was tour from the middle of the United States, from Indiana all the way down to Texas, and that was 10 days for Warp, so that was pretty excruciating. Warp Tour was not easy, trust me.
For us, it's not a big deal because it's an amazing school for you to make you stronger, like a Hulk, it's like Russian tours, because did you see the map? The Russia is huge, and we just probably crossed the Russia like 4 times already.
Oh my God.
And Russian tours, it's crazy because it's absolutely different climate zones. It's absolutely different weather everywhere. You need a lot of clothes. You have bad roads. You somewhere you just need to go on the trains, like on the aircrafts, not only on your touring bus, and it's crazy. And I think this is like an amazing school for us, because to go through this, it's really hard. So for us, I think this is not a big deal to make any crazy trips.
That is crazy. I mean, you're used to it. Your body's used to it by now.
Yeah, I used to. I talked with a lot of United States bands about Russian tours, and they all time talking about how it's hard, how it's complicated, but in the same time they always like, wow, probably Russian tours. It's always like a biggest party all over the world for all bands.
They're not used to it. They're going like 7-hour, 10-hour drives. Next stop.
Last time I was talking with do you know the band Capture the Crown?
I haven't. They're releasing new. Wait, Capture the Crown.
Capture the Crown.
It's been a while since they've played,
It's
right?
been a while. Yeah. They don't exist anymore. So I was talking with the guy, the vocalist of Capture the Crown, and he just said, "Man, every day of my life after Russian tour, I'm waking up and I think about Russian tour. Man, I really dream to go back in that time."
I used to be a big fan of Ocean's Red. I don't know if you remember them. They used to be a band too.
And you know the reason why? Do you know the main reason why? It's just the reason because all bands who are not famous a lot, like in the United States or Europe, they can feel themselves like stars in Russia.
Yeah.
So this is like a life hack.
There's a life hack. Yeah. Have you ever remember the band Ocean's Red? I can't remember.
For sure.
Yeah, with Igor. Yeah, they were I talked to them for a little bit when they were touring the United States. They said that the touring in Russia and Ukraine was pretty brutal too. Like, so it doesn't seem too far off from what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't remember what the old band was though that they had. Dusty.
All the Russian ladies always looking for foreign guys play bands.
Do you think it's the accents?
It's man, this is the fucking truth.
Yeah, apparently Australia, from what I've heard, with friends going there and such, like they love American men for whatever reason. I don't know why, but
when we 2 years ago, we just had a FIFA World Cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, love
Russia.
that.
So that was the reason why we had huge bunch of foreign people from all over the countries right here and in some cities in Russia, and we just had really huge discussions between the citizens inside the country, because a lot of Russian girls spending a lot of time with foreign guys from United States, from Brazil, from Italy, from all over the countries, and Russian. So these ladies they were attacked by Russian guys. You're fucking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is a bad thing because to be honest, like a Russian real man, he looks not. Can you describe me the typical Russian man?
Big, strong, intimidating.
and really sad, like
really
angry.
Serious. Yeah, like just
Really
no expression.
serious. In my opinion, to Russian guys, like typical Russian men, they like really not fresh,
Mm-hmm.
So this is the reason why all ladies here are like extremely excited with all foreign guys.
Like this is clean or such. I don't know. I mean, trust me, yeah, we're just a little bit more cleaner. We have a better hygiene protocol. I mean, when foreigners come over to the United States too, it's the same way, man. Like it's just a whole new idea of a person. Yeah, like whether you're from Australia or the UK, the accents are super intriguing.
I never heard the story like, I never heard the story where the Russian guy was married on a United States girl. But in opposite way, it's always like,
Yeah, I never heard that either. It's always different. I don't know, man. Like I yet still have to be on the Eastern Hemisphere, so when I get the chance, like it'll be cool to experience like other ways of living. I know one is going to be Japan. That would probably be such a huge culture shock, but I've always wanted to go to like Tokyo, and you guys have experienced
culture shock, right?
Yeah. How was Tokyo? Was that very different from all
You've
of the
been
other
in Tokyo?
tours?
Oh no, how was Tokyo? Oh man, the shows there was that was not like the best shows in our life, but it was really interesting because I never was thinking about like some people in Tokyo were listen Wildways. So for me, it's like a small success. Just 100 on just 100 people on each show. It's for me, it's success.
Yeah.
It's success because that people from absolutely different country, with absolutely different culture, and it's extremely insane. I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I have a chance in my life to play shows in Tokyo. That's the thing I can say to all my kids, to all my friends, like, and they always will be like, wow, that's interesting. So it was amazing, but the main it's all the way more emotions for me was like the country is absolutely different, and I never seen the place like Japan before. It's extremely different because like Europe, it's pretty similar to Russia. Like it's just all the way more expensive,
right?
And it's United States. It's like this is not like the Russia. It's absolutely different country, but it reminds me of Russia sometimes because too big contrast, somewhere in the United States. So the Japan, it's absolutely different world. It's like a different planet, and it just was blowing my mind. Like I've never seen it before. Every guy in the world, you gotta visit Japan for sure. Just one.
Yeah, I'm definitely talking to my girl about it when this whole global pandemic is over. But the unexpectedness of like being unexpected to have a completely different country be so in love with Wildways in a sense, that is pretty cool. I'd be pretty psyched too. Like you didn't expect it, and then you're just like, wow, all these people they're really enjoying us.
Yeah, and for us it was a big surprise when we just came to the biggest CD store. That Japan is still the country where people buy in CDs.
That's what I was told, and vinyl.
Yes, they're crazy. I love this way, and it's really interesting. And we just came to the biggest store in Tokyo. It was like Tower Records. This is a big CD shop, like 5 floors of CDs of vinyls. And we just have found our CDs. It was wow, insane. The CD of my band from the town Bryansk in Russia. You never heard it before. Just selling in talking in the heart of Japan. It's insane.
My friend Chris Kehley, he was Dark Vader for Galactic Empire. I'm sure you might have seen them somewhere on the internet. It's like a parodied Star Wars band. Yeah, but when they toured Japan with Baby Metal, which was huge for them, yeah, they said it was. Dude, I love Baby Metal, man. Give Me Chocolate. It's like definitely a song I put on repeat. They said they loved the vinyl. They said they loved like the whole. They when they toured over there, they brought a lot of vinyl and CDs because that culture still really wants that something physical in their hands to own
Yeah.
of some of the
All
things in the world.
merchandise, all merchandise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because now in the United States of America, I mean, CDs are completely irrelevant, and it's
Yes.
more so for vinyl. It's all
Yeah,
vinyl.
the vinyl. I think the vinyl is pretty fashion thing right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad
It's
it came
like,
back
you know,
up.
hipster.
Yeah.
like every.
Totally, you're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong at all.
So, yeah, it's pretty popular right now. Vinyl. I don't know. Just every record label selling vinyls right now for each band.
Mm-hmm. And then now they're starting to get creative with making signature vinyls. So they'll only make a certain print of one color and then do another print of another color, etc. They're getting creative with it, which is pretty cool. What's it called? You know what's interesting too, because you speak very well with the English language and your music, and I mean, dude, I mean, I've heard broken languages from other foreigners, but in a sense, like, what makes you decide on when you're writing your music as as the vocalist to put English, the English language throughout some of the song or all of the song? Because you go back and forth sometimes, or it's not there at all.
Sorry, one more time question.
So, what gives you the idea to put the English language in some of your songs?
It's just because I was raised on English music, you know, on American bands, on American music, on American type of music. And sometimes I just realized that for me right now, it's all the way harder to write lyrics in Russian because, it sounds crazy because this is my own language. But if you wanted to write a really good Russian lyric, if you wanna write really good any language lyrics, you just need to be raised on that type of lyrics. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't write good Russian words if you don't feel the Russian atmosphere, the Russian culture of music. But I miss that. And for me, it's a problem because I can't say something deep on Russian. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because in Russian lyrics, in Russian music, it's really all the way more important the words than music. All biggest Russian artists came from 90s. They had more attention on lyrics than music. So for me, I don't know. I just was raised in that, and I was just always listening the foreign music. Foreign bands like Linkin Park, System of a Down, Green Day, a lot of stuff. You know, my first favorite band was Backstreet Boys because I was the only 5.
Let's go. Trust me, we're the same age, so NSYNC was definitely one for when I was a little kid too. So I mean,
I just found the small cassette. Yeah, this is the Russian. This is a cassette of my sister, you know, with Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, the old cassette.
So for me right now, it's all because I don't know. I just already used to because I don't know. I'm just trying to think on English when I'm writing the words. So this is the problem and not a problem in the same time, you know, 50-50.
Mm-hmm, yeah, I think it's just incredible because a lot of people, you know, that live in the United States of America, they only speak one language, that's English, and I have friends in Sweden. I have, you know, I'm talking to you now, so you can both speak Russian and English. So you know, it's incredible how you could take up on multiple languages. And I was curious because I always was like in the back of my head, I wonder if you have a melody playing out and it would sound a little bit better vocally pronouncing wise with English over Russian language, or vice versa, you know, like throughout writing music.
I always to write melody first before the words.
Mm-hmm.
So the end of the song, it always sounds like, you know.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm just putting the words on that. the melody first every time for me. You know, it's pretty unfair because all countries in the world gotta know one more language except their own language.
Yeah.
But people from United Kingdom and United States don't need to know any language.
Yeah, you're right. And our metrics are off too. I mean, we go by like feet, inches,
It's unfair.
miles per hour. And then when we toured in Canada, it was, the kilometers, the yards. Like, we're completely ass backwards in this country. We're the only ones doing our own thing.
You said about Sweden band, right? Some Sweden band?
Yeah, I have friends in Sweden that have toured the United States. They're called Abandoned by Bears.
Actually, I've been in a lot of different countries in Europe, and like the Scandinavic countries like Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark.
Mm-hmm.
They knows English really good. Like this is the second language for them. Like just these countries. I don't know why. So for them, it's like a own language.
Yeah, when they toured the United States, I had them crash on my house because you don't want them sleeping in a van because I thoroughly enjoyed them and we had the same management team. But I think only Max and Gustav, it was the drummer and bass player. Gustav actually was he wasn't too broken, but
What's the name of the band?
Abandoned by Bears.
Oh, Abandoned by Bears, okay.
Yeah, they're like an easy core band out of Sweden, and they haven't done much in a while. Leon just had a baby with his significant other. He's the vocalist, but when they toured over here, they thanks for the heart, man. Appreciate that. I love those dudes, and you know what, dude, they toured the entire United States too. But all in all, when they would all their lyrics were English actually. I don't know, but it wasn't that broken. It was pretty well pronounced. So I don't know. The U.S. is a little behind on learning a second language because we're selfish. We're just a little lazy.
I think you guys need to know because you have a really huge Spanish.
We do. Yeah, we have a very
influence in your country.
Yeah, we have a very large Spanish influence, which is great. I have no problem learning that. I would love to learn Japanese. And in Canada, French is their secondary language. So it's like we should really start adapting to Spanish.
Just a while time ago, I just started to try to learn Spanish, like in the smartphone,
Yeah.
Like through this app.
There's a lot of apps that do that. And then I think Google also put out a way to communicate. So you would put in the language in itself, you would speak into it, and then it would read it back to you in the language that you prefer. Technology's starting to catch up. Yeah, and it's cool.
I think actually, I think that when you learn the language through the app, this is actually not like that. I think that doesn't work because I never met the guy who just was telling me like, hey man, I know Spanish perfectly just because the app.
Yeah, it's not possible.
It's not possible, right?
Yeah, our vocalist is
I think spending the time.
Our vocalist is Puerto Rican and Guatemalan, so he can speak very well Spanish as long as English because he was raised in that kind of household. So It's cool, man. It's really cool. But we were thinking about doing a Spanish album, like redoing our album, but just with Spanish lyrics and stuff. But the pronunciation, he said, was a little weird to try to put it into perspective. I mean, and it's a shame that everything shut down. Though, to go back to the release of Anna, which is a phenomenal album. I'm so stoked for you dudes. You push back the tours to 2021. Have you guys ever thought of implementing live streaming? There's a lot of bands on the United States that are live streaming sets.
Yeah, I've seen like Fever 333 was they just announced the live streaming tour.
Yeah.
I have no idea how it works, but it's interesting. Yeah, we think about it, and I hope we can do this somewhere in the future because the guys from the label already discussing this with the company who can organize that to put all the stuff together. So probably, yeah, it will be amazing, because that will be a first chance to play a show not for only Russian guys, just from all over the world. It will be amazing just to see the audience from other countries. Interesting idea. I hope we can do it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because I talked to a couple bands who said, they would do it live entirely. So as you're watching it, it's live. Or there's another way of going about it where it's pre-recorded, you release it live, and then afterwards, I think you would pay an extra couple of dollars or $5 or whatever,
Yeah,
and you would have a
just
live
imagine,
Q&A.
just imagine the world when probably that can be possible somewhere in the future. Just imagine, like, the people uh, uh, spending their money on subscribing, like, for any live shows from the bands. Like, it's an idea. Like, you just pay every month to see the band playing for you.
And I'm curious.
I will not surprised. I will be not too much surprised if some stuff like that will be real in the future.
Yeah, and your fans are like thoroughly excited for the album.
Because we never thought that we don't need to pay on every movie. We just need to pay on subscription. So I will be not surprised if the music in the future will be completely changed in some different ways.
Yeah, for sure. And going back to the album release, because people are thoroughly enjoying it and love the release. I see it all over social media. What was like one of the songs that like really hit you personally out of that entire album, that like just really poured your soul into the concept of Anna?
Like, what's like my more personal song?
Yeah, like vocally and lyrically off that album, what was one of the most personal ones that really, came out from, deep within your soul, because it's a very personal concept.
I think just the last song, Flowers, but they sung on the whole song in the Russian. So
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
You
it's
just
okay.
you just can read subtitles on our lyric video on YouTube.
Oh,
But
awesome.
that's the song are really more personal, and we just written the lyrics with my friend. He's not in the band, but he just made an amazing job and just helped me really a lot to finish the song. Yeah. So, but my favorite song from this album is Event Horizon. It's like it's our first video of this album. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah, that actually got me really hyped. The breakdown really gets me going.
Yeah, this is my favorite song, because there was a song we just wrote already in Nashville, because we just realized that, okay, guys, we already have like 11 instrumentals, and I think we need one more. I think we need one. I feel that. So we just found some riffs, and we just found the riff, and we just completed the song just in 2 days, sitting all together. And for us, it was just a first experience to work on the songs like that, because before that we just always writing on our own, like me or guitarist just personally sitting alone in the apartment or in the studio. So that's the first song which just put it all together in the same place, just all together in the house. It's amazing. It's a new experience for us.
Yeah, it's really great too, and that one has English lyrics too, so it's really cool to like catch into the chorus with the English lyrics.
Yeah.
And yeah, it gives me a little hype. Like I think the
Yeah.
production value is fantastic, along with how you guys go about what's the word, structuring everything. It sounds really good. Like there's like I can feel the Ask Alexander vibes. I can feel the Bring Me the Horizon vibes. Like nowhere near similar to it, which is great because you make it your own. But it's cool that there's a really good band in Russia called Wildways that is doing it. So yeah, I'm sure they need that. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, has the writing changed much from when you guys used to be as Sarah, Where Is My Tea? Has it really, transitioning from that period, has writing really changed at all, or has it been mostly the same?
Yeah, for sure. It's absolutely different because still, it's a surprise for me that you know that name.
Yeah, I mean, I did a
Yeah,
little research, not gonna lie. So,
because somewhere in the past I was just screaming, and I never thought that I will sing.
hmm
So now I can to say myself that I became a singer, not just screamer.
hmm
And for me, it's like a huge transition from nothing because I never learned it. And insane. But I never call myself like a professional. But I'm just doing that. I'm just do the thing that I love.
yep.
And in Sour is My Tea, I miss the time when we were Sour is My Tea because it was more honestly, it was more like you you never was thinking about like commercial success. You
hmm
just you just wrote things and that's it. And if for you it was enough just to wrote things. But right now, when it became some kind of job in Russia, you just need, yeah, you still believe blah, 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 just an artist, but at
hmm
the same time you just need to believe in commercial success as well, because if you if you want to really to get success from your music back, you just need to think about anything else. So I miss the time when we were young and just play music for fun, just like hardcore stuff, just because we wanted to tour, just because we wanted to go in Europe, just because we wanted to play shows, and that's it. We just was needed to anything more, and that was insane.
hmm
Like
I
pink glasses.
Yeah, I tried explaining that to a lot of people who wanted to get into this industry. If you're not
Mm.
enjoying it in the beginning, and you're doing it for reasons of like fame, like fame, success. Like, I mean, everybody wants that for sure, but sometimes doing things for the wrong reasons, and expecting high expectations will definitely deplete your confidence and morale. So therefore, it's like with this podcast, like I don't expect it to blow up, or I just enjoy talking to you
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a
for sure.
bunch of other people, and thankfully it has gained some traction. I appreciate all the listeners and the viewers that come by and check in what's going on, who we're talking to, and then, not only that, um, but now that you're on a commercialized level and you're understanding, because there's the difference between the music and the music industry or the music business, and they're two completely different things.
Mm.
So you guys are obviously doing it right. But that's cool though. I mean, you had to make those sacrifices to get that music out there. Who do you usually take your influences from? I know you mentioned a lot of like Green Day, Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon. Is there anybody you really want to tour with when the world opens back up again? Do you guys
I
have any
think not.
ideas?
I think not because my the dream was to play some shows with Horizon, and then that's it. I think I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to tour with anyone else anymore because I just want to make my own tours, just bigger and bigger, and that's
yeah,
it.
and headline. Yeah,
I
that's
I,
what we
I
gotta do.
I'm respecting a lot of bands. Like sometimes I really listen a lot of bands, and I would like to share a stage with someone else, but this is not like the main thing, for me right now. The main thing to become your own bands all the way bigger and bigger. So
hmm Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just hope the world can actually resume soon. I mean, just for the fact of musicians and venues and you know um
it doesn't
stage
matter. It
stage
doesn't matter when you
managers.
can reach the audience.
It's not. No, it's completely different. We've tried implementing those drive-in car shows for some venues, and it's just not the
Driving car
same.
shows, huh?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not the same. I mean, we're trying. We just need to really get ourselves together, bunker down, and make sure we can get this global pandemic so we can resume. It's just hard for everybody right now. So I'm just glad. I'm also really happy and thankful that your parents, your family, and yourself are really safe through all this.
Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah,
good.
man.
Yeah. Um. Is there anything for us to look out for in the near future that you guys might be coming out with? I know the album just dropped, and it seems like you're releasing more videos. So is there anything that you can tell us what might be coming forward?
Actually, we're already writing the new stuff. Like we always write something. We always write music. We never stop. And right now, I just had a vacation of writing, like for the last couple months. And right now, I just was needed to release the album. It's like okay, the blank list. You can write anything else. Let's go. Yeah. So we always write. We're always writing. So I don't know. Just plans can be in the last moment, just in the last second. So we're always writing, and we're always looking for any opportunities and reasons. It's probably we need to shoot some more music videos, but right now it's like financial situation inside the band and inside the country, like not the best. Okay, so probably all plans about music videos probably will be delayed or canceled. I don't know, but I hope all these problems all over the world will be end soon.
But yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming on the podcast. Congratulations on the release of Anna. It's a fantastic album, and we really look forward to it.
Thank you, man, so much for inviting me. Sorry for some English mistakes.
No, dude, you're fine. Are you kidding me? A lot of English people can't even speak another language, so don't apologize for being an intelligent human being.
I just need some days. Like always, I go to the United States. Like the first couple of days for me, it's just like I'm just trying to put all together, but I just need some days for adaptation, and I'm starting to speak and better with every single day. So right now it's for me like I just had huge vacations of English some months ago, last month. So right now for me it's like, oh fuck, I need to think in Russian, or I need to think in English. It's pretty hard.
Don't beat yourself up, man. I'm telling you, a lot of people in this United States, like they can't speak they can't even speak their own language. Like they can't even speak English here, let alone another language, dude. We're just so dumbfounded. I love this country, but we need to really fix ourselves. Trust me. I'm not gonna get political.
Actually, all people in Russia are now really interested in your elections. All people in Russia following this right now.
It's a huge change. And Vlad might step down. Is that right? Is that correct? Vlad might step down from Russia?
What do you mean?
Vladimir Putin might step down from his role.
I hope, man. I hope that will be a dream, buddy. Because last years every day I think of when it's over.
We were like that. I think half the country was like that for Donald Trump for 4 years. We were like, when is this going to be over? And it's not going to be over for another 73 days until Biden gets into presidency, into the Oval Office. So we'll just have to drag his ass out of the White House, I'm sure. Yeah, so no, thank you. But again, dude, please stay safe, and we really look forward to seeing what you guys come up with next. Really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, man, so much.